Welcome to my extraordinary journey from a life of crime to becoming a Secret Service agent. Imagine a young man caught up in the whirlwind of life's harsh realities, making decisions that he would later regret. This was me, a product of my environment, navigating the rough and tumble streets of New Jersey, a life fraught with risk and rebellion, where I made choices I'm not proud of. But every story has a turning point, and mine was no exception. Growing up in New Jersey, I made choices I'm not proud of. I was young, reckless, and wandering the wrong path. The streets of New Jersey were my playground, my school, and my home. It was a world where the rules were simple: survival of the fittest. I was not proud of the choices I made, but they seemed the only way to endure. I was drawn into a life of crime, like a moth to a flame, seduced by the allure of easy money and a false sense of respect. My days were a blur of hustling, petty thefts, and dodging law enforcement. It was a life of constant danger, a life on the edge where every day could be your last. I became a part of the city's underbelly, a world where trust was a luxury and betrayal was commonplace. I saw friends turn into foes and foes become allies. It was a life of paradoxes, a life that I was slowly getting accustomed to. I was spiraling down a path of no return, caught in the whirlwind of my own choices. The thrill of the chase, the adrenaline rush, they became my drugs, fueling my descent into this world of lawlessness. But one day, something happened that would change the course of my life forever. A single event, a moment of revelation, can change everything. And for me, that moment came like a bolt from the blue, an unexpected wake-up call in the midst of the chaos and confusion that was my life. It was an ordinary day, or so it seemed, but what transpired was anything but ordinary. I was caught up in the whirlwind of a life I had chosen, a life of crime. I was knee-deep in the darker side of society, entangled in a web of deceit and lawlessness. The thrill of the game had me hooked, but deep down, a part of me questioned the path I was on. Was this truly the life I wanted? One day, an unforeseen incident occurred, a brush with death that shook me to my core. I found myself staring down the barrel of a gun, caught in the crossfire of rival gangs. In that split second, time seemed to freeze. My life flashed before my eyes, and I was filled with regret for the choices I had made, the opportunities I had squandered, the potential I had wasted. It was in this moment of intense clarity that I made a pivotal decision. I decided that I did not want my story to end this way. I did not want to be another statistic, another life lost to the streets. I wanted more. I wanted a chance to redeem myself, to make amends, to make a difference. I realized that the power to change my destiny was in my own hands. I had to break free from the chains of my past, from the life of crime that had consumed me. This was my moment of revelation, my turning point. In the face of adversity, I found strength. I found the will to survive, to fight, to change. I decided to take control of my life, to steer it in a direction that would lead to growth and redemption, not destruction. I made a promise to myself that day, a promise to turn my life around, to leave the life of crime behind, and to embark on a journey towards a better future. This decision was not an easy one. It required courage, determination, and a strong will to resist the tempter's snare. But I knew it was a step I had to take, a leap of faith I needed to make, for my own sake, and for the sake of those who still believed in me. And so, with a renewed sense of purpose, a burning desire to change, and a heart filled with hope, I embarked on the most challenging journey of my life. I decided to turn my life around, no matter the cost. Change is never easy, but it was a challenge I was ready to embrace. When you are trapped in a life of crime, the road to transformation feels like an uphill battle against an avalanche. But the first step, as they often say, is the hardest. The journey began with a decision, a firm, unwavering commitment to change, to shed the layers of my past and to rise like a phoenix from the ashes. It was a promise I made to myself, a pact sealed with determination and a longing for a better life. I wanted to be more than a statistic, more than just another faceless criminal. The metamorphosis was not overnight. It was a slow, laborious process. Imagine trying to erase a painting, stroke by stroke, until the canvas is blank and ready for a new masterpiece. That was what it felt like. Every day I had to unlearn the habits and impulses that had been etched into my being. I had to replace them with virtues of discipline, responsibility, and integrity. But transformation isn't just about changing oneself. It's also about changing the world around you. I had to distance myself from old acquaintances and form new relationships. I had to find a new environment that would foster my growth rather than hinder it. There were times when the ghosts of my past would come knocking, tempting me to go back to my old ways. But I held on to my resolve. I knew that I had to break free from the chains of my past to truly embrace the future. Then came the toughest part, seeking redemption. Forgiving yourself is one thing, but earning the forgiveness of others is another. It's a long road filled with remorse, humility, and understanding. But at the end of the journey, when you look back at the path you've braved, when you see the person you've become, it's all worth it. Transformation is not just about changing who you are. It's about finding who you can be. It took years of dedication, hard work, and sacrifices. But as I stand here today, I can proudly say that I am not the person I once was. I'm a testament to the power of change and the resilience of the human spirit. The journey to becoming a Secret Service agent was a test of my resolve. It was a metamorphosis that began with a single decision: to leave my past behind and step into a path of integrity, discipline, and service. The training was rigorous, both physically and mentally. It was about pushing boundaries, stretching limits, and discovering strengths I never knew I had. The physical training was intense: running, swimming, weightlifting, and countless hours of hand-to-hand combat. Every day was a battle against exhaustion, every moment a struggle to keep pushing forward. But it wasn't just about physical prowess. The Secret Service also demanded a sharp, analytical mind. I had to learn about criminal psychology, forensics, technology, and the law. Hours were spent in classrooms, learning about the complexities of the criminal justice system and the intricacies of international relations. There were also lessons in diplomacy and tact, because a Secret Service agent is not just a protector, but also a liaison between powerful individuals. I learned about negotiation, conflict resolution, and the art of maintaining composure under pressure. The training didn't stop there. I was taught to be a master of disguise, to blend into any crowd, to become a shadow in the light. I had to learn how to read people, to understand their intentions from their body language, their choice of words, the tone of their voice. But perhaps the most challenging part of the training was the emotional resilience it required. I had to leave behind my old life, my old friends, my old identity. I had to become someone new, someone better. It was a complete overhaul of who I was, a transformation that was as much about self-discovery as it was about acquiring new skills. Through it all, I was surrounded by people who believed in me, who pushed me, who saw in me a potential I had yet to see in myself. They were my mentors, my comrades, my family. They were the ones who held me up when I was about to fall, who pushed me when I was about to give up. The journey to becoming a Secret Service agent was a test of my resolve. It was about transforming my mistakes into lessons, my weaknesses into strengths, my past into a stepping stone towards a better future. It was about proving to myself and to the world that change is not only possible, but achievable. And I did it. I went from a life of crime to a life in the shadows, infiltrating criminal organizations. I became a protector, a guardian, a beacon of hope in a world often shrouded in darkness. My past life on the streets was ironically a valuable asset in my new role. As an undercover operative, I was thrust into the hidden world of organized crime. My job was to infiltrate, blend in, and bring the bad guys to justice. It was like walking a tightrope, constantly balancing between my past and my present, between the life I had left behind and the life I had chosen. My previous experiences in the underworld of New Jersey gave me a unique perspective. I understood the mindset of the people I was dealing with. I spoke their language. I knew their codes. I was a wolf in sheep's clothing, using my past to safeguard the future of others. Each operation was a high-stakes chess match. I had to anticipate every move, every counter-move. There were times when I felt like I was back on those same old streets, but this time I was on the right side of the law. I was no longer a part of the problem, I was a part of the solution. Infiltrating criminal organizations was no walk in the park. The danger was real, the stakes were high. One wrong move, one slip of the tongue, and my cover could be blown. The adrenaline rush was constant, a daily reminder of the perilous path I had chosen. But with every successful operation, I was reaffirmed in my decision to change my life's course. Undercover operations were a testament to my transformation. They were the ultimate test of my resolve, my dedication. They were proof that I had truly left my old life behind, that I was not defined by my past, but by my actions in the present. It was a roller coaster of danger and uncertainty. But every twist and turn, every high and low, was a step towards making a difference, towards proving that change is not only possible, but can be the catalyst for something extraordinary. It was a roller coaster of danger and uncertainty. Life in the Secret Service was far from a walk in the park. The transition from a life of crime to one of law enforcement was not as seamless as one might imagine. Every day was a new battle, a new challenge to overcome. While the physical challenges were daunting, the mental and emotional obstacles were even more so. Imagine trying to fit into a world that once saw you as its enemy. Every step forward was a struggle against the past, a constant reminder of the person I once was. One of the most significant challenges was trust. When you've spent a significant part of your life on the wrong side of the law, earning the trust of those in the law enforcement community is no easy feat. It's like being an actor on a stage, except the stakes are higher. One wrong move, one slip up, and the curtain comes crashing down. Another challenge was the constant threat of danger. As a Secret Service agent, danger is part of the job description. It's not just about protecting others, it's about putting your life on the line every single day. Then there were the undercover operations. It's one thing to infiltrate a criminal organization as a former criminal. It's another thing entirely to do it as a representative of the law. The lines between right and wrong became blurred. There were times when I had to take a step back and remind myself of who I was and why I was doing this. And let's not forget about the personal sacrifices. Long hours, missed family events, birthdays, holidays. The job takes a toll on your personal life. It's a sacrifice, but one that I was willing to make. But despite these challenges, I persevered. I refused to let my past define me. Instead, I used it as a stepping stone towards a better future. I learned to trust again, to fit into a world that was once foreign to me. I faced danger head-on, and I made sacrifices for the greater good. Being a Secret Service agent is not just a job, it's a calling. It's about more than just enforcing the law. It's about protecting the innocent, serving your country, and making a difference in the world. Today, I stand here, a Secret Service agent, proof that change is possible. My journey was not easy, but it was worth it. It's a testament to the power of transformation and the human spirit's ability to overcome adversity. And if I can do it, anyone can. Looking back, the journey was grueling, but worth every moment. From the streets of New Jersey, where I was caught up in a life of crime, to the esteemed ranks of the Secret Service, my path has been anything but ordinary. It's a testament to the power of transformation, the strength of the human spirit, and the undeniable truth that it's never too late to change. This transformation wasn't handed to me on a silver platter. It was the result of countless hours of hard work, unwavering dedication, and a burning desire to turn my life around. It was a roller coaster of emotions, filled with highs and lows, successes and failures. Today, I stand before you not as the person I once was, but as a Secret Service agent, a symbol of change, and proof that it's possible to rewrite your own story. If I can transform my life, so can you. Like and subscribe to Daily Dose Motivation to keep getting inspired. Believe in yourself, and you can overcome any obstacle. Just as I transformed my life, you too hold the power to change your narrative. Take the first step towards self-improvement by connecting with us. Hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, Daily Dose Motivation, and join a community that thrives on inspiration. Every story matters, including yours. Thank you for watching. Remember, your story could be the inspiration someone else needs, so don't hesitate to share this video.